Well, tonight, COVID-19 hitting the Jefferson County Jail very hard. Here's a look at the numbers. The jail is now housing nearly 700 inmates. 82 of them are positive with the virus, and 14 correctional officers have it as well. The cases are on the rise. KFDM's Angel San Juan joins us now in the studio, reporting on the challenge of controlling the spread now that COVID-19 has infiltrated the jail. Angel?
Greg, to put it in perspective, we visited the Jefferson County Jail on Tuesday of this week. At the time, 60 inmates tested positive. I talked to Sheriff Zena Stevens again today, and as Greg just mentioned, that number of infected inmates is now 82, a spike of 22 cases in just 2 days. Zena Stevens has spent decades protecting her community, first as a police officer and now as Jefferson County Sheriff.
So that is one of the new ones that we opened.
She's facing her most formidable foe here at the Jefferson County Jail, where a dangerous and evasive intruder is trying to take control.
My staff did the best that they could for a whole lot of months. You know, we didn't have our first positive test until June, maybe the second week of June.
Sheriff Stevens talking about COVID-19. She's one of the area's most proactive elected leaders when it comes to the deadly virus. We've done several reports on the precautions she's taken to keep inmates and her staff safe. Things were working for about 3 months, but in July, the jail's become a haven for COVID.
Now we are in, fight mode, trying to keep the place as secure and sterile as possible. It's tough.
The jail has its own medical staff, so the dozens of positive cases are treated in-house, but Sheriff Stevens says a 75-year-old inmate had to be hospitalized because he's suffering from other major health issues.
The pure humanity of it, I care. I don't want anyone sick, and so of course we're going to test and do the very best we can to get everybody back to some sense of normal health.
The sheriff says the sudden spike in jail stems from what's going on in the outside world when Southeast Texans let their guard down, taking the virus for granted.
I just think people quit social distancing. I think people get arrested. Again, whether they're in our community, I know we got an inmate from Harris County. I know that as people are arrested from the outside, you don't know where they've been the last few months.
Jail staff must wear masks, and face coverings are also provided to inmates. Portable wash basins are stationed throughout the complex. The jail is on lockdown, inmates' movements restricted, the sheriff and her staff opening up additional dorms to try to isolate COVID cases. But as more inmates test positive, that becomes a challenge. Along with the rising number of cases, the jail's population is also growing.
Until we get approval from the state, facilities, they have to continue to be housed here, which causes another problem. In the first few months, we had gotten our numbers pretty low, and so now, again, because we're not transporting people out, but we're still arresting people. People are still being brought to our jails.
It's a two-front battle, protecting lives and constitutional rights.
Letting attorneys know that if they need to visit their clients and they've tested positive, to give us a call, and we'll arrange that either by Zoom or by telephone conferencing.
Sheriff Stevens has reached out to the state asking for mass testing. She says the jail is number 20 on the waiting list. The jail reports its COVID-19 cases to Jefferson County's Emergency Management Operations Center. Greg?
All right, Angel, thank you.